Hello, in this video I shall be giving the analysis of a topic need to reform India's GST regime. We know India has got goods and services tax regime introduced in 2017. So since then all our sales, both interstate and intrastate sales are given this GST, they come under this GST taxation. Is of various kinds like for interstate GST it goes to integrated GST, interstate sale. For intrastate sale, GST is distributed among center and state. So we have central GST, state GST, integrated GST. So like that for interstate and intrastate sales. So all of these are some indirect taxes. So this is a regime brought to bring all the indirect taxes under one umbrella. So this is some basic about it. So now there is a problem because of erosion of trust between the center and states. No guaranteed revenues that were promised by the center were given to states. So this is the reason for erosion of trust. And federal politics is playing so high in GST council and GST regime. So these are some problems of GST right now, and they have to be recovered and new reforms have to be coming up in this end. And we recently see this news because on May 28th there is this 43rd GST Council meet going to be held. So this is a very important meet because this is happening after skipping 2 quarters. Usually one GST Council has to go for every 1 quarter, but 2 quarters are skipped. And now because of the pressure of some states, the center has agreed to put this GST Council meeting. For this 31 states and union territory representatives are going to come. Of all these 31, they belong to 16 different political parties. And 17 of these 31 belong to ruling party or the allied powers or the allies of ruling party. So this is how the GST meeting is going to be held. States' dependence on center due to GST is like this. For nearly half of the tax revenue, the states have to depend on GST because indirect taxes were the authority and were to be under the authority of states, but they were taken away in the form of GST by the center. So for this, now half of the tax revenue or income of the state has to be dependent on the center. And also the states have to manage their finances based on this GST, and this GST will also determine the tax revenue of the states. So for all these reasons they need a council meet. So this is the state's dependence on GST and the meeting. The center, while declaring the GST regime in 2017, it came up with a phrase called cooperative federalism, like Make in India, like that. We have this phrase of cooperative federalism for GST. So guaranteed GST compensation was promised to all states under cooperative federalism because their income is taken away. And center's promise to state was not kept. So this is the main problem of states. Transition to GST was done in 2017. Since then, this center is speaking about fiscal federalism for GST. So this is just generally fiscal federalism, that is financial federalism, cooperation in the view of finances between center and state. It should have told this word, it should have said this word, but it came up with this word of cooperative federalism. Cooperative federalism is a broader term which would not just include finances but political, administrative and governance cooperation. So cooperative federalism must be like this. But how it is in recent days or in recent past, we shall see some examples with the states' relation with center, one after the other. For example, West Bengal is not fine with the federalism, not fine with the center because it is targeting the ministers of the state through some investigative agencies. And Kerala is not fine because there is no GST compensation from a long time. Chhattisgarh is not fine because the center came up with some strict rules for extra borrowings amidst pandemic of the state. And Maharashtra is not fine because of high prices of the vaccine. Actually, the center bought vaccine at a price and it is selling to the states at high prices, for which Maharashtra complained against. And Punjab is not fine due to farm loss, and farmers were hurt with this unilateral farm loss. We know about that. And Rajasthan was not fine because of sudden lockdowns, because most of the Rajasthan people are migrants in India. So these migrants of Rajasthan are hit. Tamil Nadu was not fine because of the cess sharing of center, and center is benefiting more out of this cess. Delhi is not fine because of the recent power transmission of the state to Lieutenant Governor. This decision was taken by the center. So all of these states, and there are so many other examples in other states, but these are the states, few states that are not fine with the cooperative federalism, not fine in terms not in good terms with the center. So this is some example of how cooperative federalism is actually working in our country right now. But they all have to come under one umbrella of GST Council meeting. We shall see about that. This is a constitutional body added under Article 279A of our constitution, and Union Finance Minister is the chairperson of the council. To any decision to take to be in action, there must be 3/4 majority of votes of people present and voting in the council. Of these 3/4 majority, 2/3 of the state's participation and 1/3 of the center's participation must happen. If any state doesn't if any state is not fine, it could not vote back, it would take away its vote, so that there won't be any majority and no decision would be taken. So state's role is very high, and even center's role is very high, because amongst these states there are some allies to the center, so they would obviously vote for the center. So this is how the GST is made up. So that's the reason I told in the beginning it is about federal politics. The 15th Finance Commission gave a report. In that report, it termed GST as an economic failure. This is not just the word of the common man, but also the 15th Finance Commission substantiated it with a word called economic failure, because it could not reach the expectations like improving tax buoyancy, improving tax collection, boosting GDP growth, and economy formalization. So all of these things were expected of GST. Actually, when Center was introducing, it came up with these terms, but none of them are achieved so far. Some of the main problems are multiple rate structure. The tax rates are multiple in GST, and high tax slabs. There are 4 tax slabs in GST, 4-tier taxation system we call it. Even 5th tier is also there for gold, like around 3% GST. So these tax slabs are very high. And tax filing is very complex under GST. These are some normal conventional problems, but the main problem right now is with the politics or between the state and the central federalism, that is erosion of trust and trustworthiness, because the center has not kept its promise to give guarantee revenues or GST compensation to the states. So what is the loss that states incurred out of GST? They lost their fiscal autonomy. Earlier, all the indirect taxes used to be the state's revenue, but now they lost that autonomy. So no taxation powers, no compensation even given for the loss. And revenue guarantee even ends by 2022, but no revenue is given. And no promised economic gains. Center promised some economic gain of 14% growth in tax revenue to state every year if GST is introduced, but that is not achieved. And the federalism is also ruptured in between state and center, because they are fighting for compensation and in the council. Unworkable proposition. We saw this party and non-party states. Some states are allies to the central party, so the proposition even in states voting is not fine and fair. So differences between state and center got more pronounced during the pandemic. So one state comes up with high vaccine rate complaint, one state comes up with oxygen shortage complaint, and one state comes up with more beds to be provided by the center, more centers of COVID to be provided by the center. Some states come up with borrowing during COVID-19, and center is not giving the debt borrowing. So these are some major problems that states are facing with center, and some ruptured federalism is there. So in the wake of these events, the states will also not cooperate anymore with GST of the center, because they are not given income. The income is taken away, and they are not given any benefits, and moreover they are not helping out during pandemic. The center is not helping out. So these are some complaints. What is the only way out? The only way out is to keep the promises. There are so many promises that center gave to states while introducing GST, but none of them are kept. None of them are taken seriously by the center, so that is why it is termed as economic failure even by 15th Finance Commission. Now if they can fall back onto their promises, if they can keep them by giving some revenue guarantee to states, or by giving some GST compensation, or by playing this GST Council meet fairly without any federal politics playing. So if these things happen, if they just keep the promises, the states would be happy and GST would continue. So this is the main reform that India's GST regime could have right now. And this is the analysis about this topic, and thank you.